Welcome back to Tom's Garage. I was just before fixing to hit record, and I guess you could tell it's noon on Wednesday. They're testing the warning things again. Yep. Testing the tornado sirens and whatever else kind of siren. It's kind of eerie, isn't it? Let's go check the mailbox. Whew, that's loud. Loud. But today, we got ourselves a Toro 22-inch recycler that hadn't been used in over 2 years. And we're going to service it up. We're going to service it up and see if we can get it going. One of my neighbors down the street said, "Tom, I want to start using this mower again. I ain't used it in over 2 years." I said, "Okay, we can do that. Let me set the camera down. I can lock the gate back." That siren there sounds just like a train, don't it? Whew. Welcome to Mableton. But today, Papal recycler. It's got the old quantum style engine. Quantum style. Briggs and Stratton 22 recycler. Well, I tell you, I was saying just the other day how quiet it's been around here. It's only a test. Nobody scrambled the bombers yet. Whew. But today, let's check this thing out, boys and girls. Toro 22 recycler, quantum style, Briggs and Stratton. I've already checked the oil. We're going to change it, but it's full. Looks pretty good. Let me pull the air flitter off. See what kind of shape it's in. Yeah, it don't look bad at all. Okay. Of course, the fuel tank is completely empty. Let's put a little fuel in it and see if that carburetor leaks. I got a feeling that niggle on the seat is probably going to leak. Yeah, that tank was completely dry and it looked pretty clean. I guess it just set and all the fuel evaporated out, which makes me worried about that carburetor. Oh, let's see. Let's give it a minute to see if it starts leaking out of the vent right there. If it don't, that's a good sign. Give the bowl a minute to fill up. Let me check the shape of the blade here. Yeah, that blade is absolutely wore out. That's all right. We got another blade we're going to put on it. We got another blade. Well, it ain't leaking yet. I'm gonna lower the table and just see if she'll fire up. Let's see what happens. this. This thing's just shot a whole wad of acorns out of it. I bet that under that engine cover is full of acorns. Let's take it apart and look. My goodness. My goodness. Well, that's what happens when something sets. That's what happens. That's what happens. You can just see all over the table, all over the floor. Look at all them acorns come out of it. All those acorns. Phew. Let's see what we got inside this thing. Wow. Get that last little screw there. Let me get me a 3/8 socket. Ew, let's see, where's my 3/8 socket? There it is. Okay. You never know what you're going to get into, boy. Get that cover off there. Let me grab my extension. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't letting the choke all the way open. Come out of there, boy. Boy, somebody had stripped that one. I can see an acorn sitting right there. Now let's see what we have got. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, there's your problem. That's why look at that little squirrel nest. Ain't that cute? Watch her be one in there. Yeah. See, it's not letting the choke come all the way back. See? That's why it was running pretty sluggish. This thing was holding the choke half closed. Good grief. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Look at all the acorns in there. Good grief. Let's grab the air hose and just blow it all out. Well. But hey, it cranked on the first pull though. That was impressive. Very impressive. Hoo-hoo. All right. I believe she's gonna be good. If I can manage to get that hose wrapped up. Yep, she's nice and clean now. Got full function. All right, I'm gonna put this cover back on. sure that's on there right. All right, now we'll stick all these back on there. Don't forget your pull string through there. Don't forget your little spacer that goes behind the fuel tank down here. Can't lose that. Okay. Boy, what a mess that was. What a mess that was. Okay. Really, I'm gonna take a quick picture here for my thumbnail. There we go. Now I got my thumbnail picture on to use. Well, at least we know the squirrel had somewhere comfortable. He had plenty to eat. String back on there. I can remember how it goes. There it goes. All right, we let her, well, let's lower it back down and see how she runs now. I ain't about to fire this thing up in this little shop again. It's gonna make a mess. I got stuff everywhere. On the table you go. All right, you know the drill. We're going to lay it over, let the oil drain while we swap the blade. Yeah, I'm going to grab my oil pan. Dump the oil out of here. I didn't dump the oil out of the pan last time I used it. Shame on me. Okay. Let's go around here and drain this Earl. Yeah, I'm used to working on these things pointing that direction. These quantum engines are backwards to me. They got everything's on the wrong side. I just know I'm going to make a mess when I do this, but I don't care. I've already made a mess. make sure I don't clubber my camera. Okay. Drainy. You be draining like a good little boy. While we come around here, God, look at the mess. Crunch. Feel like I'm walking outside in the yard. Grab my impact. I say the belt looks pretty good. I should have tested the drive while I had it running a second ago. Yeah, that blade is gone. Wow. That's what you call wore out. I could tell she's got a lot of trees around there, all them acorns and stuff. Probably a lot of dirt in the yard. That's why it wears that blade out like that. But that's all right though. She says, Tom, here, I got another blade. That one looks pretty good. I sharpened it for make sure let me hold them up to each other. Make sure it's the same blade. All right, the holes are lined up and you can see how much more worn this one is than that one. Wow. Wow. Let me hit pause. I got to run in the house real quick. Ooh, I had to go in there in the house and turn the furnace down. It's getting warm out here. All right, she's dripping drippy. Yeah. Okay, let's go around here. Okay. Get some Earl. Pour some Earl in it. Let's see if I can nail it perfectly like I've been able to do the last few times. Why do I see that smoking? That's weird. I see smoke coming off this thing. Huh. Oh, it's on fire. I did. I saw smoke coming off this thing. That's weird. Oh, this gas cap right here. I just noticed that. That gas cap is leaking. Looks like it's got a cut or a split. You can tell it's wet. That little cut right there. Got a crack in it. Let me look over here, see if I can find another fuel cap. Let me look at my big box of fuel caps. Nope, I don't have another fuel cap like that, I don't believe. Nope, that's not it. They come off a two-stroke. I got another one out there somewhere. I'll get another fuel cap. But that was strange. I saw some smoke coming out of that thing. Anyway. Oh, I nailed it perfectly again. Absolutely perfect. All right. All right, let me change the spark plug. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm gonna blow the air filter out. I don't believe she needs a new air filter. I'll just blow this one out. Yeah, she went to Lowe's or Home Depot and got me this stuff. So we can save this for later then. You can use that next season. Put the cover back on it. Put the cover back on. All right. We will swap out the spark plug. Swap it out. RJ19LM. Yeah, you can see it running rich. I bet they were using it while that nest was still in there with the choke half closed. Now this looks like it's been hit. Been in a little bit. That ain't good. That's why I always look. Let me do it at 30 thousandths. I bet I ain't able to get this in there at all. I can get in there a little bit just to open it up. There we go. Yep, 30 thousandths. That's gooder. You gotta keep your eye open for that kind of stuff. You gotta keep your eyes open. All right. Click. Let me hit pause. I'm gonna go out there and find another gas cap. Okay, I found another gas cap. I knew I had one out there somewhere. Good enough. Okay, we have new spark plug, swapped the blade, air filter's good, changed the oil. Now let's lower her down and, well, take her outside. All right, we'll take her outside and test it, see how she runs, test the self-propel. Nope, self-propel don't work. So what we will do is I'm going to adjust that cable right there. The belt looked good, but I believe it just needs to be adjusted. I do. Still nothing. Let's get this thing back on the table, lay it over, and let's figure out why this self-propel ain't working. Y'all hang loose. Well, I got it on the table. Belt looks awful loose, but I mean, it's supposed to until you engage it. Let me put the clamp on it like I'm engaging it, and then we can see what it's doing. This feels pretty tight right there. I'm gonna pull that cover off on top of it and see what's going on. I wanna put my eyeballs on that pulley, see if it's got stuff in there too. Well, let me disengage it so I can get that nut and that screw off of there. Because I've got that cable pulled pretty darn tight. Should be 3 of them, but I don't think there is. There's only 2. Let's go around here like a gander. That spring is there. Looks good. No, nothing stuck in it. I believe that belt may just be old and stretched out. I believe. Let me engage it again. Engage it again. She seems to be operating. Let me tighten up that cable a little more. I mean, it sure is tough. I know the cable, this cable ain't rusty or nothing, but it sure is hard to pull. It's got to be that belt. Let me hit pause, man. I'm gonna see if I can find a belt for this thing. Y'all hang on here. Well, I finally tightened that cable up right there so darn tight. I made it work, but it would be way too difficult for that lady to pull that bar. So I'm just gonna take this belt off and run get her another belt. I don't believe I got one of them in stock. Hanging on the nails up there. So we'll pull this cover off. We'll pull this cover off and get the belt off here and run to the hardware store down the street. Yep, that's what we'll do. Get that blade off there. Because we got to pull this belt guard off. Belt guide. Guide, whatever you call it. Or no, we can probably just pull this back if we get lucky. Yeah, look at there. Yeah, looky. Yeah, this belt has seen better days. Seen better days. All right, let me hit pause. Let me go get one, or I'm going to look around and see if I got one first. But all right, hang loose. Well, it appears I had one hanging on a hook up there. That's pretty darn close right there. It's a little bit shorter than this one, which tells me it may be the right belt. 110 9429. I'm too lazy to look up the part number. I'm just gonna put it on and see if it works. Let's do it. Let's do it. I might get lucky. It's gonna be another lucky day. All right. All right. I believe we might get lucky. Save a trip to the store. I was gonna say what did I do with that bracket, but it's right there. And be careful because this is going into plastic. Easy. Easy. I don't see that. Oh, there are holes in there. There it is. That's why I don't tighten them down until I get all of them in there. Got one there. Got one there. Got one there. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we have. I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna tighten this cable. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get it off the table and get it out here. Get it out here. I forget to unplug the spark plug, plug it back in. Nope. Had to give her a second to settle down. I had it on the side, let the bowl fill back up. Can't believe I had one of them belts hanging on the hook. That's good. It's gonna be a good day, Tater. It is. Well, boys and girls, that's well, we got lucky with this one. Didn't have to clean the carburetor or nothing. Whew. Bringing it back from the dead. She's good now. Self-propel works, and it don't take a whole lot of force to pull that handle. Runs good. I'll put the cover back on it right there. Put the cover back on it. Clean it up a little bit, and she'll be good to go. Boys and girls, I appreciate y'all watching another Tom W video. Love each and every one of you. Holler if you need me. And I'll catch you on the next one, boys and girls.